It's true. 30% of your FICO credit score is based on utilization alone. It's important to note we're talking about FICO, which is what 90% of all lenders use, not Credit Karma. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm Huddy. This utilization, this 30%, which is the second largest piece of the FICO pie, right behind pay history, which accounts for 35% of your score. It's very important, and oftentimes people think of utilization and they think only of credit card debt. Although that is a big factor in managing those balances, it's not the only thing that FICO is looking at as far as utilization goes. They're also looking at how you manage your installment loans, for example, a car loan, and if you have any collections that are unpaid. The simplest way to manage your credit score inside of utilization is making sure that your credit card balances remain under 30%. Your credit card companies, they don't always report after you make a payment. It's usually the balance based on your last statement. So if you're checking your reports for accuracy and you feel like those balances are a little bit off, don't worry, that's just when they get reported. Now let's talk about your installment loans. So like a car loan, for example, oftentimes people will take out, let's just use a $10,000 example. Maybe now you've paid it down to $8,000. So it shows that you're making payments on time, as long as you are, and that you're working on paying that debt down. A trick to help increase your scores a little bit faster after you take out an installment loan is pay just a little bit extra towards that debt. What I tell people to do when they're paying extra towards that debt, it doesn't have to be a significant amount, but if your car payment is $300 and you add, say, another 10 to 15%, so $30 to $45 on it per month, that's going to show FICO you're working hard to pay down that installment debt, and that's really going to help your scores out as time goes on. The last thing that we want to talk about is collections, to pay or not to pay. That's another video. But for now, when you think about your collection accounts, if you have them, the way they report is significantly damaging your score. The reason being, on a credit report, they're going to show what your limit was, how much you're past due, and what the balance is owed. So typically what happens, let's say you have a credit card for $1,000 and you forgot to pay on that and they sold it to a collection agency. They're going to show a limit of $1,000, a balance of like $1,100 or whatever it is. So it's showing that it's over the limit, and they're going to show that it's past due that entire amount. So it really beats up your credit, and it plays into that utilization, showing that you're overextended. Similar to credit cards, if you're keeping your balances high, FICO is predicting that you might not be a great credit risk because you're overextended by having high balances. Now add in that collection, and that's really damaging. So a good way to deal with collections is just turn them into a zero as quick as possible. So if you owe $1,100 and they'll take $500 or $600, do that. Turn that into a zero right away. People oftentimes get leery about that, but if we're considering that 30% is utilization, we got to get those zeros. The best way to do that is to settle them for as little as possible. I can cover paying collections in another video, but for now we're just talking about utilization. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, all the good things. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you at the next one.